Okay, so Shug and Finesse just took my $1,500, right? So mind you, I was trying to interview Shug a couple of months ago. Granted, I don't pay for interviews. Like, nobody I've interviewed, I've paid yet. Like, to this day, right? This is the first time I ever even thought about paying racks for an interview, right? Because I'm like, Finesse up. I want to interview Shug. They want a little 3K. I got it. 3K ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the manager moves, and I verified the manager before I even sent $1,500. I verified the manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the manager that Finesse always sharing, tagging, all that shit, right? His name Moose. So, the interview's supposed to be last night at 9:30. That's the only reason why I was outside, y'all. So, 9:30, right? He hit me like, oh, Finesse is sick. Shug don't want to leave Finesse. Whatever. I'm like, he like, so we just gonna do it at noon and you can interview both of them tomorrow at noon. I'm like, 2 for 1. I said, like, gee. So, I told Moose last night, like, gee, if they don't come out, you know I need my $1,500 back. Like, that's in the contract type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need my $1,500 back if they don't show up. Granted, I hit this up at 10 a.m. before I rolled out my bed and drove 45 minutes. They on their way. I get down here at 12, I'm calling. This blocked me. Okay, so, Finesse, you gonna take my $1,500? Shug, you gonna take my $1,500? You going through all this shit with these labels. You got everybody on your side on the internet talking about, oh, the labels, because they ain't do you right, and you gonna take my $1,500 with the same breath? The same breath you be crying about doing you dirty with, you want to take my $1,500? Shug, you can't with Ari, and that's what I was gonna tell you today in the interview. You can't sit with her. Don't play with her. Don't play with no from Chicago, period. My thing is, you could have never thought I was gonna take this L in silence. No way in hell I got a podcast and you thought I was gonna take this L in silence. I pay every blog to post this. I got it. I ain't having no money problems. What you talking about?
One thing I have a hard time understanding is why certain artists continue to conduct business if they can't do it correctly. The music industry is built on relationships, trust, and reputation. Long before social media existed, artists, promoters, managers, and record labels all understood one thing: your word is your bond. If you say you're going to do something, people expect you to follow through. That's how opportunities continue to come your way. When you do good business, people remember it. If you show up on time for a concert, people remember it. If you complete a feature verse after accepting payment, people remember it. If you honor an interview agreement and give the audience quality content, people remember it. These things may seem small, but they build credibility over time. Credibility is one of the most valuable assets a person can have in the entertainment industry. A lot of artists spend years trying to build a fan base, gain industry connections, and create opportunities for themselves. It takes countless hours in the studio, networking events, performances, and marketing campaigns to reach a level where people are willing to pay for your services. That's why it becomes confusing when some entertainers jeopardize everything they've worked for by conducting bad business. The truth is, doing good business can keep money flowing into your pockets for years. One satisfied customer can lead to 10 more customers. One successful feature can lead to multiple collaborations. One good interview can open doors to bigger media platforms. One well-executed concert can lead to future bookings across different cities and states. Every positive experience creates the possibility for future revenue. On the flip side, doing bad business can have the exact opposite effect. The music industry is smaller than people think. Word travels fast. If one promoter has a bad experience with an artist, chances are that promoter will tell other promoters. If one content creator feels like they were taken advantage of, they may share their experience with other creators. Before long, a person's reputation can begin to outweigh their talent. That's where social media becomes a major factor. Years ago, if someone had a dispute, it might stay behind closed doors. Today, people have the ability to go directly to social media and tell thousands, sometimes millions of people about their experience. Whether the accusations are true, false, or somewhere in between, the public perception can be damaging. Once a person goes online and starts putting another individual on blast for not fulfilling their obligations, it creates questions. People start wondering if they can trust that entertainer. They start questioning whether their money is safe. They start asking themselves if they want to risk working with that person in the future. In many cases, the damage to a person's reputation can be more costly than the money involved in the original dispute. This is why contracts and agreements are so important. If you agree to perform a service, whether it's a concert, an interview, a feature, a hosting appearance, or a promotional campaign, there should be clear expectations from the beginning. Both parties should understand what is expected and when it is expected to be completed. Another thing that should never happen is taking someone's hard-earned money if you know you can't fulfill your end of the agreement. Most people aren't handing out money for free. They worked for that money. They sacrificed time for that money. Some people save up for months to book an artist, purchase a feature, or secure an interview opportunity. To accept someone's money while knowing you may not be able to complete the job is unfair and ultimately hurts everyone involved. What's even more unfortunate is that situations like these can destroy future opportunities. The entertainment industry thrives on repeat business. A promoter who has a positive experience may bring you back every year. A podcast host who enjoys working with you may invite you on future episodes. A content creator who receives quality work may recommend you to others. But if people feel disappointed or misled, those opportunities can disappear overnight. The reality is that talent alone is not enough. There are plenty of talented individuals who never reach their full potential because they couldn't handle the business side of the industry. Meanwhile, there are artists who may not be the most talented in the room, but continue to succeed because people know they are professional, dependable, and easy to work with. The music business is built on relationships. Labels invest millions into artists they believe can represent a brand. Promoters spend thousands booking artists for shows. Interviewers dedicate their time, platform, and audience to help entertainers promote their projects. Fans spend their hard-earned money on merchandise, tickets, meet and greets, and music. When an artist consistently fails to honor their obligations, they're not just hurting one person. They're hurting an entire network of people who help put them in a position to succeed. Unfortunately, some artists become so focused on the fame that they forget the business. They see the chains, the cars, the jewelry, and the social media attention, but they overlook the professionalism that keeps those things coming. The artists who enjoy long careers are usually the ones who understand that every deal matters, every phone call matters, every appearance matters, every promise matters. People may forgive a mistake once, they may even forgive it twice. But if a pattern develops, eventually people stop answering the phone, they stop sending opportunities, they stop investing money. Once trust is broken repeatedly, rebuilding it becomes extremely difficult. What makes matters even worse today is that social media preserves everything. A bad business decision that might have been forgotten 10 years ago can now be shared repeatedly online. Future business partners can easily search a person's name and immediately find stories, complaints, and accusations from previous dealings. Whether fair or unfair, those stories can influence future decisions. This is why communication is so important. If something unexpected happens and an artist cannot fulfill an obligation, the best thing they can do is communicate honestly. Most reasonable people can understand delays and unforeseen circumstances. What people struggle to accept is being ignored, misled, or left in the dark after they've already paid for a service. At the end of the day, business is about trust. Trust takes years to build and seconds to destroy. Every artist, influencer, entrepreneur, and entertainer should understand that their reputation is part of their brand. Every interaction matters, every agreement matters, every customer matters. If you want longevity in the music industry, focus on doing good business. Honor your commitments. Communicate when problems arise. Be transparent with people. Treat others the way you would want to be treated if your hard-earned money was on the line. Because talent may get you noticed, but professionalism keeps you relevant. Talent may get you an opportunity, but good business brings repeat opportunities. And in an industry where careers can rise and fall overnight, maintaining a reputation for honesty, accountability, and reliability may be one of the most valuable investments an artist can ever make.